Thank you. Hey, y'all. All right, so let's get started, or let's continue. YouTube, we are back. All right, let's keep going. Yes, as I was saying, you find humor in all of this situation here. They don't find humor in this, and they think that something is off with you because you're laughing at the situation, because the situation is very funny. Hey, y'all. So it infuriates this person or makes them very angry, is what I was saying. I think they're more so angry because you caught on to what they were doing here, and they can no longer take from you energetically. Yeah, rebuild your life. So since then, or now, you could be doing it right now, but you are rebuilding your life. I'll just put it as if you're rebuilding your life now, because to be honest, I think every day gives you another opportunity to rebuild your life. Like, I don't think you can ever stop rebuilding yourself or rebuilding your life, if that makes sense, because there's going to be lessons that you learn from some conditions or unconditional things. So it depends on how you're able to perceive again. But let's just say you were in a situation or predicament where you had to kind of follow a certain type of conditional protocol of something. Well, now that you're out of the situation and you're able to reflect on the situation, now you have new tools or new resources here where you can change the situation if you so please, if that makes sense. So again, that's also another form of rebuilding your life. And I feel like you guys are in that stage, or you're always in that stage, but there's this particular specific stage is very unique or very special, if that makes sense. Because it's like you're rebuilding your life with humor and like success and laughter. It's like you're laughing, like, oh, okay. How could you laugh? That's not funny. Because now it's coming off as if you don't care, right? And that's exactly what you want, if that makes sense. You want to come to a point where you don't care for that particular situation, not everyone as a whole or not the world as a whole, just for that particular situation. That makes sense. Like, don't shut out the world because one person or one experience may have not been the best, if that makes sense. So since that situation wasn't the best, you're still able to move forward because they thought you were going to chase them down. It's always bedazzled trash, child. Always trying to get you to chase them down. Why would you be chasing down bedazzled trash? Make it make sense. Just because it's sparkle in the wind, it don't mean is the best. If that makes sense. There'll be plenty of times you see something sparkling or, blowing through the wind. You're like, what is that? And then when you look closer, you're like, so this is what this is giving here. Unwanted attention. Um, 7 plus 2 is 9. You could be a life path number 9 or life path number 8 or 11 or actual 1. So take it how it resonates. No, I'm sorry. There's no life path number 1. There's numerology. 11. So 5 plus 6 is 11. Wait, is there? Hold on. Let me see. I believe there is. Give me one sec. Here's a life path number 11, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Yes, it is. I'm sorry. There's a life path number 11 and 22 and then 33. So, but anywho, I don't want to get too deep into that. So somebody's life path number could be 11, could be 9, it could be 8, it could be 3, it could be 1, or it could be 2. So take that how that resonates. Unwanted attention, rebuild your life. So the more that you rebuild your life, the more attention you're receiving or you're gathering. I'll say gathering because you're doing the work and it's being shown. Your energy is speaking for you, basically. You're turning out to be very successful or soon to be very successful. I read something the other day surrounding boundaries, and before I thought boundaries was more so like a wall that you put up to kind of stop people from kind of projecting or pushing against. But I'm realizing as I read, it was like a short story somewhere, that boundaries, I now consider boundaries as a form of filters, right? You're filtering out the good from the bad. And because you have that filter in place, yes, you're still going to get negative experiences or occurrences that's going to happen. But because of the boundaries that you have created for yourself, you're now able to filter out all of the negative things or the bad parts that you don't want into the good parts of self or the greater parts of self, if that makes sense. So I know I normally would say before, boundaries are like a wall. You're not trying to get people, you don't want people to kind of push past your wall. And I get that. But now I'm looking at it from a different perspective here. And I'm seeing that boundaries are now, for me, I'm now able to perceive boundaries as a form of filters. So not everything is going to, not the best of the best, just, low vibrational things. Because the filters are now in place or intact, you're now able to see what's good for you and what's not. So it's like you're rebuilding your life with new success, new information, new experiences here, and it's bringing forth a lot of unwanted attention, specifically from the ones that you disconnected from or they disconnected from you. Because the main goal here for this particular scenario narrative here, they wanted to see you like hurt or down, or they thought or they were anticipating that you were going to be hurt or down surrounding this scenario here, and you weren't. You didn't care. You didn't care because you were able to see past it. Yep, and it made you very resilient. You are very, very, very resilient here. Okay? Some people can't even stand your resilience. That's why when people say, and I'm going to keep saying it, like some people are like, oh yeah, I'm the truth, yeah, I'm the real deal. But when the real deal pops up and show up, they're like, I can't do it. Like, for instance, I had an ex that will always used to say certain things, but he was very contradictory in nature. He would say one thing and then do the next, right? And something actually happened to him in regards to the contradiction that he spoke. And now that he's currently in the contradiction, he's not even able to get himself out the situation. I say all that to say here, a lot of people I feel may tend to kind of want to feel cliquey or want to be amongst a group of whoever, however, so they don't feel alone. And I feel that most people feel that being alone is literally being by themselves. And it's really not, because you could be alone and you still don't feel by yourself, if that makes sense. Like you're alone in a space where you are healed or healed enough to where you understand that the best company that might be for you at the time or at the moment, it's not a permanent thing, just temporarily. But you're realizing the best time that you can experience with anyone is yourself, if that makes sense. Hey Carlo, hey boo. Yeah, it's like you just gained a new enemy, I guess, child. This is sad. Whatever happened to liking one another? Anywho, mystical experiences is here, okay? So someone could be experiencing a lot of mystical experiences here because of like evil eye or just speaking about you. It's a lot of mental though, a lot of like in their head talking bad about you, or projecting to others in regards to how they feel about the situation, but there wasn't any situation. They made it a situation. And this is why this is going to grow out of control if they don't stop. But this is a person that can't let go of things, or this so-called grudge. So someone has a grudge against you. There's not a grudge. Just hear me out. You don't have a grudge towards this person, but this person is creating or slowly creating a grudge against you here. And this is what's caused them to have a lot of mystical experiences because of the grudge that they have towards you. It's one-sided. Yeah, it's one-sided. Like you're too resilient for this. Most of the things that you went through, the next person wouldn't be able to go through at all. They wouldn't be able to. I mean, that makes you the winner, completely blows them out the water by miles and miles away, because they can't handle, or if they were to experience what you've experienced, they wouldn't be able to handle it. It's like someone is trying, this is just an example, someone is trying to do the things that you do here, but they're refusing or unwilling to go through the hard parts in regards to what you've experienced. The hard parts or the harder parts is what made you so resilient. Where do you think resilience come from? Just hand-me-downs? I'm no, for real. Where do you think resilience truly come from? It comes from all of the successors of your life, all of the hardships as well too. I don't promote hardships at all. I don't. I damn sure don't. I don't. I just use it as a catalyst to help you see the potential, not even the potential, but the success in you here. So with that being said, in this case here, hardship for you, for the one that resonated, it did help you to become very successful. However, it resonates. Most people just want the quick, fast, in a hurry type of thing. Most are very impatient. So if they're impatient with life and life hits them, smacks them, shows up to them in many different forms here, they're going to start to break down because they never had the resilience to get through any type of situation or experience, such as whatever, however the situation is. You're going to have to take that you take that how you need to take that here. Most people aren't resilient. That's the truth. Most people have some form of enabling system. That is the truth. You want to have to take that how that resonates. Something or someone has some form of something that helps to enable them do that thing. And the moment that that person, place, or thing no longer can sustain or support becoming the enabler or being the enabler, boom, that person falls or crashes out or whatever the case may be. Now it's up to them to decide to see if they're able to rebuild their life. It's up to them, not up to you. You did it because you're resilient as hell. That's why the things that they say and do don't affect you. You've been through it already. They haven't been through what you've been through. That's like the little dog trying to be big dog. Well, all right. That's like a little dog trying to be a big dog. Like, come on. So to be honest here, this is why this is so trivial and so childish. Because they can't handle what you went through. If you were to be placed in the same predicament or situation that you were in beforehand, and that person was too, they will be, it would be like an episode of Saw. Yeah, the movie Saw. Yeah, some of y'all went through some traumatic stuff when you were young. Yeah, and it was like a representation of like Saw. Take it how it resonates. They're empty and drained because they're emotionally crashing out and they're withdrawing because you're not giving them what they're looking for, your energy. That's what they're looking for. Your time, your effort, your compliments, your money, shit, your patience. Everything is about you. They don't want you to know that it's about you because if it ain't about you, how can they be where they are or were? It was always about you. That's now not saying it in a cocky way. I'm just making a point or proving a point. It has always been about you. Everything that you do is stellar. Everything that you do is excellent. Everything that you do is phenomenal. It is what it is. And they can't stand that phenomenalness, if that's a word. If not, okay. They can't stand that phenomenalness that you carry or you exude within yourself. So like I keep saying, there's a lot of games that a lot of people play out here. Some people like to play the mental games. Some people like to play the emotional games. Some people like to play the psychological games. Some people like to play the physical games. You've been through it all. You experience it all. Why would this affect you if you're resilient? This is what they weren't expecting or anticipating for you to be resilient. It's very funny and very callous as well when someone tries to bring up old things that you've already healed from as well. If that makes sense, because it's like, well, you're like, well, where are you getting at that? If that makes sense. Resilience. They throw it at you and it bounces right off you. You're like, oh, what else you got? And they keep trying and trying. They keep throwing or projecting it. Yeah. and yeah, and yeah, and they keep doing it over and over. Eventually, you gonna bust out laughing because that's funny as hell. Like, well, you all right? You're like, you okay over there? If that makes sense. So the humor, your humor turns into them being very angry. Yeah, and they only can give you what they have, which is anger. Someone's name is Shelton or Sheldon. Oh, goodness gracious, child. Oh, Lord. We got the Black Library here. So this person exercised their mind to study you. The Black Library, I'll say, is like the darker parts of you. They just thought they knew you and they did not know anything about you, which is why they're angry. Come on, make it make sense. They don't know anything about you, or when they assume that they know or they learned something about you, the thing that they learned or knew about you wasn't true. If that makes sense, because you're like an onion. You just got to keep peeling back the layers to get to the really truthful parts of you. That makes sense. And you cover that or you hide that. And that's your right. You have every right to protect yourself. But people just want to kind of like just tear you from limb to limb so they can know what you do, who you doing, and how you doing it, and yeah. And it's like, no. So with the Black Librarian exercise here, someone exercises a lot of mental things, or more so, we'll say mental stimulation in regards to who you are. They want to know who you are at your core. Who are you? So they've been diving deeper, researching you here. And the more they keep researching you, the more you're rebuilding your life. So the things that they're saying is not true because you don't match up in regards to what they say about you. It's not true. And that's why you also find humor in this, because yet again, it's not true. It ain't true. So it makes me even more angry because it's like, what do you mean it's not true? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And people like, bruh, that's not true. Yeah. This person's no match for you, child. Just like, please get the fuck away. Anywho, what y'all gonna be for Halloween? Y'all celebrating Halloween? Okay. And for the ones that celebrate Halloween, don't come in here talking about something that's is negative. You getting blocked. Okay. I ain't talking to you. I'm specifically talking to the collective. Who gonna do something for Halloween? Okay. Don't bring your negative Nancy self over here. Move around, boo. Okay. So, question, collective. Are y'all gonna be somebody for Halloween? Somebody lost their career or lost a job here. Yeah, we have career in reverse and then psychic attack. Psychic attack. Oh, Lord, child. This person feels like that they should be further along where they are in their journey. And to be honest, they should be further back. I ain't gonna lie, they should be regressing back, honestly, because all of the things that they have done wasn't or their own muscle, their own energy. They needed something or someone to help sustain them or support them in order for them to do what they needed to do. So they really didn't do it by themselves. They had others, they had help, which is fine. But I just feel like this person is just very entitled, or more so, gimme, mine. But again, they use a lot of mental play. A lot of mental play. Tend to bend the will of others or tend to control people, but more so from a mental standpoint of things. I just said it. Dependent. Yeah. So it's like, for instance, let's say you driving somewhere, just an example. And let's say you in the car with like your child, right? And you're driving and they're like, oh, I want Burger King. It's like a very subtle seed of implantation and give you idea. Oh, you want Burger King? Okay, let's go to Burger King. That kind of way. They subtly say what they want. Mental, like a mental game. That makes sense. So they're dependent on others to give them what they want. But more so, again, from a mental standpoint. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, now they're feeling hopelessness and shame because you figured it out. Yeah, you figured it out. They're going to have a hard time struggling. Real hard time struggling. Here. Because they were unprepared. They don't know how to get out of this. They don't know how to be resilient, or at least not yet, if they make it to becoming resilient. Because, hey, being resilient means that you went through some really, really, really tough, harsh times. Yeah. Sometimes resilience starts at the bottom of the bottom. Yeah. Yeah. And some of you guys were there. You had to start to be resilient from the actual bottom, and you worked your way all the way up. Yes, you did. Yes, again, this is why you don't feel empty and drained. The ones that feel empty and drained is the ones that make the most noise. Does that make sense? The hollow ones. The ones, the loud mouths in the room. They always got to center themselves or push themselves up against others. They're the ones that's the loudest. They're the one that's empty and drained. You're not. Big difference. And again, I am no way at any point in time promoting hardship. I don't do that bullshit. I'm just using it as a teaching moment to transmute it into something successful. Yeah, because most individuals go through hardship, yes, but most don't know how to get out of it or don't know what to do to stay out of it. This person here is feeling very hopeless because support is running low. You didn't have any support as much, or you didn't have any support at all, or the support that you had, you thought that you could depend on them, and it turned out that you could not. So you really had to lean on the support that came along, if that makes sense, and you made the best of all of the support that you received. You didn't burn bridges. So if you had support and the support ran out, you didn't burn bridges. They did. Big difference. Because all they thought they were for them, they were only for themselves. They may come off as nice and kind. They may come off as nice and kind, but if the intentions don't match up, they're not nice or kind. Let me repeat that. Some people, or most people, come off as nice or kind, but if the intentions or the actions don't line up in regards to them feeling or wanting to be nice or kind, 10 times out of 10, they're not. And this is what made you step away. Unspoken truth is here and desperate. You ain't saying anything. You just allowing your energy to speak for you. What is there to say? Your energy speaking for you, their energy speaking for them. Okay. You carry the unspoken truth, though. The unspoken truth is in your energy, if that makes sense. How you're showing up, if that makes sense. It's all about perspective. Then we have anger in reverse. And then naive upright. They thought you were naive to the point where they can get you angry, or they thought that they could still get you angry to this point, to this time, however it resonates. Someone's name is Anthony or Ashley. Someone's name is Bentley. Bentley, or maybe you have a Bentley. You're driving a Bentley, you're renting a Bentley, you're purchasing one, but there's something about Bentley, or maybe that's someone's name. Could be your dream car as well, however it resonates, okay? Maybe you're getting one for your birthday. Okay. Congratulations. Take a picture, okay? Let's see. Someone's name is Rico or Rico Suave. Ricardo, Richard, Richland Hills. Rakoya. So also what I'm picking up, they thought that you were going to be very naive to the unspoken truth because they thought that they could hide the truth. So this person speaks truth, but not full truth. They speak a lot of half truths here, which makes sense as to why you guys may have connected at the time. It could be however resonates, a lover, friend, co-worker, student, however, classmate, however it resonates, okay? They had truth, but their truth was half. You had the full truth, but you guys coming together, connecting here, the whole truth came out, if that makes sense. Your actions proved with the truth coming out. They really thought you were naive. They did. Now they feel humiliated or soon to feel humiliated and unseen here. So the same way that this person used their mental space to play a game, or more so try to get a one-up on you here, is what's going to be the ending of them. Oh well. Because they refuse to take accountability. Yeah. Maybe they're afraid to take accountability. Oh well. We have lack of commitment and self-sabotage. Told you. It's like they're way too deep into this, because I don't feel people are aware that this is what they do, or maybe people are starting to become aware that this is what this person do here, and trying to play a lot of like mental games though. Like they really try to use their, what they have. They try to use their intellect to get things. This is how they had to come up here. This is how they were successful with the come up here. But what comes up must come down. What comes up must come down. Look. It say sneaky. Oh, man. I cannot, bruh. Oh, they can't rest. Oh, this is funny as hell. Yeah. They sneaky as hell. Imagine how you gonna be sneaky. Oh, anywho, they try to be sneaky. They're having a lot of sleepless nights. They can't cross the finish line. Every time they attempt to cross the finish line, it keeps going back or regressing back. This person's regressing back to the bottom here. Okay. Someone's eating oranges or clementine oranges, or you love clementine oranges. That's what they get. We got create in reverse. This person can't create right now. Sorry, but this is funny because they should never be doing no silly stuff or foolish stuff in this nature. They want to be impatient for everything. They want things to come how it needs to come right now. No. Yeah, learn patience, boo. Honey, can I, who's that? Intellect? Honey, can I ask you, is this witchcraft or not? Yeah, it is boogity boogity boo. Did I give you your answer, Sugar Plum? Boogity boogity boo. Oh man, I swear. Somebody asked on YouTube, is this witchcraft? Yeah, it is whatever you think it is. Okay, if you think so. Anywho, we got fill your cup, child. Lord, child. Oh my God. Y'all do know blowing out a candle is a spell, right? You do know that, right? Hmm. You know, going in the shower every day is a form of ritualizing or ritualing, right? You know, brushing your hair or combing your hair every day is a form of a ritual, right? Oh, God. Make a wish. Spare me, please. Happy Halloween. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's how I am. Okay, you think it's witchcraft? Then I guess it is. Okay, boogity boogity boo. Anywho, we got boss up here. This is what you're doing. you you're bossing up because you're filling your cup. Okay. Oh man. You going on a date? Or someone asks you out on a date? You should go. Solitude is here. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I didn't even use this one. Yeah, this person is really burnt out right now. Okay. This is not going to work anymore. And the reason why it's not going to work anymore is because you expose it without exposing it, if that makes sense. And they know that you are onto them here. So they're very, they know. So they're saying that they have trust issues surrounding you. Who cares? You're not the one doing weird stuff to people. Like, what? Who cares? They have a lot of bad luck or a string of bad luck here, and they feel like you're responsible for it. So when they were taken from you, they weren't saying anything about that. They were doing really well. They was eating good. They was sleeping good. They was just getting as much as they can from you. But the moment that you decide to disconnect, or they decide to disconnect from you, now it's your fault. I mean, well, which one is it? I mean, come on. When you're helping someone and when you're assisting others, it's never, oh, you're this and you're that. But the moment that you decide to just peel back or take back or stop completely, now it's singing a different story. Well, which one is it, Heifer? God damn. So you got a friend of me here, child. It could be a Gemini. However resonates, child. Yeah, let them fret, let them fight with themselves. They just gonna get karma. Go ahead, fight, boo. Put on your best shot. Put on your best fight for the collective. Let us watch you, boo. Because that's what you look like right now. A cold damn clown, child. Because again, all of this wasn't even necessary. It really wasn't. You got eviction, financial failure. Okay, eviction and financial failure. So you may have been evicted or they may have been evicted. However it resonates, take it how it resonates. But we have separated and loyal. That's why I frowned my face up that way, because since they separated from you, they were saying how they were loyal to you. Okay. You know what loyalty looks like when you're helping someone? The loyalty will look like that them getting themselves together. That's the loyalty in this whole scenario, whole situation here. If they really fuck with you or they really bang with you like they say they would have gotten themselves together. That's where the loyalty would have been or resided in, if that makes sense. But financial failures separated here. They're hiding their finances, or they're not well financially, or they're irresponsible when it comes to their finances here, which created to or correlated to this eviction or evictions that they may have had here. So when you separated from them, you realize that they weren't who they said they were, and that's okay. Okay, and they didn't like that, but this loyal here was separated. So it looks like they told the story first, but there's no story to be had or no story to tell. What are you telling a story? If that makes sense, a story is for other people to listen to. That's what a story is. Many people read one story and they wanted people to look at you as such, that they had the story, that they finally had the tidbits of you, or they finally had the important facts or information. They didn't have anything about you, because the things that they said about you wasn't true. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, a message is coming because they are stuck. Yeah. Hey, a message is coming. That is the hidden agenda here. They're depressed. You're not depressed. They are. The hidden agenda is that you found out what you needed to find out, and you just left gracefully. You just bowed out of it gracefully. You didn't argue with it. You didn't fight it. You didn't yell. You just left. Could be a Pisces. Thank you. However it resonates. You could be the Pisces or they could be the Pisces. Somebody like watching The Irishman or like those type of movies, mobster movies, with like Joe Pesci, and I can't think of the other actors' names, but those type of movies. Yeah, they're stressed out. They're really stressed out here that things are not working in their favor. Like you were their last lifeline or their last hope to get a come up, or but this person's just very irresponsible and they take advantage as well. This is why they can't manifest. This is exactly why they can't manifest. And they're blaming you because they can't manifest. But weren't there the same one manifesting when they were doing it earlier with their mental manipulation? You see how it just doesn't make sense? If they were able to successfully manipulate or to get things from others, including you here, I mean, it worked, didn't it? It did work. Let's talk about it. It did. In the moment that you found out what was going on, you just pulled away. You disconnected. What's the issue? Why weren't they complaining when it was working is my question. When they were doing the underhanded, sneaky stuff, the dark things or the hidden things, they didn't say anything about it because it was working. Let's talk about it. It ain't working now. They ain't able to manifest now. They stressed out. You're not stressed out. Again, it was always about you, is what I'm saying to you. Again, I'm not saying it from a cocky standpoint. This is the truth, the raw truth. It's always been you. Always. And people see that. Do they like it? Who gives a flying fart if they like it or not? We don't give a damn. But some people are upset about this because they can no longer manifest off of you. And when I say it was working here, you are a generous person. Generous. So whoever's in your circle or whoever's around you, whatever, you going to make sure they good. If that makes sense, if you good, they going to be good. If that makes sense, and that person saw that. So they thought that they were playing on your kindness or your greatness, but they end up playing themselves because you're still winning after all. You're the one that's still able to manifest. Does that make sense? It was always you, is what I'm telling you, is what I'm saying to you. You are that one. Yes, you are. You're going to always be that one. However that resonates for you, you're going to always be that one. The one that people try to take from. The one that people try to slander about. The one that people lie about. The one. You're going to always be the one. They ended up tricking themselves out. They did, not you. Fools. Oh, man. Oh, golly. That's what I'll be saying. They don't know what they, man, we got low self-esteem here. They don't know what they be doing, man. They don't know what the hell they be doing, child. It may sound good in their head, but when it comes out, like, you really did that? Like, really? And they don't look at it as abusive, it's in reverse. And the reason why they don't look at it as abusive is because it's a mental thing. It's like a mental manipulation type of thing. So they don't look at it as a form of abuse. And hopefully that makes sense. It's like you're going to have to prove it with high priest or high priestess. And a high priest or a high priestess is a person that has secrets to, across the veil here. So that's the only type of person or an intuitive person or a tapped in person will be able to discover, if that makes sense. Because you will know what you're looking for, what you're seeking, if you decide to seek that thing. But abusive is in reverse here. So the things that they thought or the things that they were doing to you, they did not perceive it as abusive. It is abusive. It's mental manipulation. They were trying to mentally manipulate you into doing things for them. They will sit and they would daydream about it. They would try to manifest, but the intentions weren't pure. The intentions were impure because of how they were doing it. And the moment that they were successful, again, they're using your time, your energy, your space, your effort, your everything. They're using that as their own. But no, this is why, again, they're empty and drained, because the moment that you disconnect, you're able to see the difference night and day. It was always you. Always. You were never here to be empty or drained. You weren't. Could be a Leo. You could be or they could be. Someone's in legal matters, however it resonates. Someone is in legal matters. Someone is also toxic and also unemployed. Sometimes you got to ask yourself, how do people get so far into whatever it is? You know, just an example. And in some cases, from this particular point of view here, normally they tend to ride the coattail off of other people, illegal activity. They take energetically in an illegal way, or they take energetically in a nefarious way, or in a quiet way, or in a subtle way. So you won't know or can't tell that this is what they're trying to do to you here. But it's still more so illegal because like this person is trying to tap into your energy just to take from you and come off as if, you know, and they're not. It's not cool. That's why I keep saying there are many different forms of occult things. I'll put it in that way. But candle magic is in reverse. This person didn't use candles against you. They used their mind, or attempted to use their mind against you here, but it still brought forth a tower in their mind or in their life, because they can't do that towards you. Their intentions weren't pure. So since their intentions weren't pure, now the tower has hit them right where it began, in their mind. And they didn't have to do any of this. That's why I be saying people be really fucking up their own selves or their own life here when they're doing foolish things in this nature. Because now this has boomerang. And this is someone that's pretty good at what they're doing. You know me. I ain't going to sit here and be like, oh, no, they're actually good at what they do. Yeah, they are. Mentally. Yeah, they're really good at what they do. They're just not good or better than you. And hey, that's what it is. I'll say that because the bounce back is happening now mentally for them. This person's main concern is that they cannot manifest. That's their main concern. You can. There's a reason why you can and they can't. You ain't out here doing foolish things towards other people, so you don't have any blockages, if that makes sense. And that's not always the case, but in this scenario, this space here, it is the case. It's truly that simple. But yet again, people don't like living simple lives. They like it to be very complicated or overcomplicated because maybe they see that's just the best way to live life. Okay, that's on them. But nonetheless here, this person wasn't doing candle work on you. They were doing mental manipulation or mind fuck games on you here to get you to lavish their lifestyle. When you were already open or generous towards this person. Again, it didn't have, that's what I keep saying. None of this had to happen in this way. But okay, since people don't like to hear, they will feel. Okay, no problem. Well, now the tower moment is here. Because now they're trying to get out of their head. First off, they didn't want you to know what they were trying to do here. That's number one. And then number two, now that you are aware, because they're going to know that you are aware, things are going to start to shift in their life and also their family's life. Okay. Okay. Friends with benefits. It could be someone you were intimate with. That's one way. Or it could be an actual friend that benefited from what you had to offer. So however it resonates. But abundance is in reverse. It's not working. It's not happening. Yes, they're too good to be true. Put it this way. If they did not have help of others, we'll put it this way. It would be hard for them, from their perspective, it would be hard for them to be successful when it comes to you, because you really didn't have the help and the assistance of others to help you get to where you are. So you're in a space where, you know, you don't care if you have the support or not, if that makes sense. Like, you're not looking for validation is basically what I'm saying. Yes, you need support to be successful, of course. But the validation of it, and you're not looking for the validation of, oh, and yeah, and you, nah. It just comes to you naturally because your energy speaks for you. Your energy speaks for you. So, too good to be true with spiritual awakening. This person ran a good game. They did. But the game ended with you. It did. Yeah. The game ended with you. Now, this person's going around saying they have trust issues. Who cares? They have trust issues because they didn't trust themselves enough to know that this would not have worked. But hey, what I keep saying, people are going to treat you based on their level of experience. And this person may have experienced a lot of, different things. And this is what they adopted or were conditioned to do. And that's what they did because that's what they know. Could be a Taurus. You could be or they could be. However it resonates. Good luck is in reverse. Could be a Capricorn. However it resonates. In jail. Could be a physical jail or actual mental jail. Yeah, plotting. This person likes to speak or the gift of gab. They were really plotting mentally how to take from you. Yeah. And it came in a form of like a prayer form or like a manifestation or affirmation form. Yes. Like I keep saying, everybody don't do spell work. There are many different types of ways people can do something to get to the, that's what they did. And confused is in reverse. They thought they had you confused. They didn't. They just showed you who they were. A user. Yeah, they showed you. Now this person has a lot of self-doubt because of it. Oh well. What y'all having for lunch? And that's the shocking message. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you do. Intuitive, Transition is here. This person needs to stay out their head. But it's gonna be hard. It's hard to, I don't I don't know how to explain that. But we have siblings and we have karmic here. So a sibling could be not doing well, or this person, their sibling realizing that they're not doing well. This person has a lot of anxiety surrounding not being successful or not being able to manifest money. That's their issue. And that's what's going to be the ending. Yeah, see, anxiety is here. Then we also have robbery. This is going to be the ending for them, or Virgo. However it resonates. They're trying to control their finances. But the more they try to, the more bad luck they get. Even family members are getting bad luck. I keep telling y'all be, baby. They want to control everything. They may even want to control family too. Yeah, it's not going to do well. Cancer is here. Could be a Cancer sign or actual cancer within the family here, where things start to fall apart. So if this person feels that y'all are rivalry, you're not, because you don't give a damn. You truly don't. You don't care. Cold-hearted and rival. They want you to be a rival, or it's coming off as if you're a rival, and you don't have any rivals because you're not in rival competition with anybody, or rivalry, period. It takes two to be in a rival, and you're not going to entertain that. So this is why you're coming off very cold-hearted. And it's like, whoa, dang, Oh, well. You're not going to pretend and play with these individuals. You ain't got time to play with people. But yeah, you got somebody stuck right now, child. They're super stuck. They're trying to get out of this, not having money. They can't pay their bills. They can't pay for, you know, basic necessities here. They feel like life is just kind of like pulled the rug from underneath them. And in this instance here, they were doing some things that they should have known better. They should have known better to do this type of things towards you here, specifically, and especially when you were just trying to help them out. So they have no one to blame but themselves. Someone's making a lentil soup. So we have the Wheel of Fortune here, and it's in reverse. Dang it. So their wheel is not turning for the better. It's actually regressing back. Yeah, they have no control over the narrative here anymore. People that once helped them is no longer helping them, or they're pulling back from helping. Yeah, so this person's going to spiral out of control. Oh, well. We have Eight of Swords. Wow, Eight of Swords, the Tower. Oh, wow. Eight of Swords, Tower, and Death. Yeah. It ain't looking good for this person. Yeah, it ain't looking good. Yeah. We have the Two of Swords here. Indecision, overthinking. Oh. Four of Swords. Baby. You're in the Four of Swords here. You're resting. You're recuperating. You're coming back out. You're celebrating yourself. You are changing the narrative of the situation, changing the narrative of your life here. You're doing wonderful things, and it's being shown. It's being shown by yourself and by others. So like I said, just continue to allow your energy to speak for you. And you're going to start to see a flock of individuals that may have ignored you or was doing their own thing. Like just come out to you and just wanted to flock around you. You want to take that, how that resonates. And you're just going to see a lot of people flocking towards you. So I don't know how you're going to feel about that with the Ace of Swords. That's the truth. So it's good though. It's not bad. It's good, but it might overwhelm you. So you want to take that how to resonate with the Chariot. You're like, oh wow, oh wow, okay. Okay, all right, okay, yeah. But Page of Wands, you're setting off on a new journey or a new chapter here. Your new chapter awaits you. All you gotta do is literally stand up and walk down the path. The light is already lit for you. Your path is already lit for you. All you have to do is just walk down the path. And the more you walk, the brighter you will become. And they just going to have to watch you succeed. I'm telling you, we got Libra here. You could be a Libra. They could be a Libra, however it resonates. And a lot of this have to do with your patience. You were very patient. So because you were patient, you're being rewarded for your patience. We have Leo. We have Pisces. Yeah. We have Cancer. We have Capricorn. Capricorn. We have Virgo. Aquarius. All right, so if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Don't forget to grab the copy of this book here called Wisdom Beyond Wounds. It is readily available for purchase on Amazon. Thank you again for your immense support. Or also, if you want to join the Wisdom Beyond Wounds group, that is on Facebook. So just make sure you add yourself onto Facebook if you are wanting to join us. All I ask, only requirement that I ask is that you engage. The more you engage, the more help you will receive within the group. Okay, we're in there all day, every day, working on shadows or healing from things that that can potentially hinder or hinder your progress. What else is there? Oh yes, my birthday is coming up. Yes, it's coming up this actual Saturday. I'm super excited. I'm going to add my wish list. You will have to go to YouTube to see it, but if you feel if you want to send me a get something from my birthday wish list, that'd be really great. I really appreciate it. And yeah, that's all I have. And yes, I'm gonna be talking about that, my birthday wish list, all this week, Saturday. So yeah, I'm excited. But thank you guys for being here. You're truly appreciated. Thank you so much for your immense support. It is truly appreciated. You are loved. You are also appreciated. I hope you guys go out there and be successful because that's what you came here to be and do. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Thank you. Bye, TikTok. Love y'all. Wow. Thank you. See y'all later. Thank you so much for being here. Take care. See you later. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love, love, love to you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for the gifts. It is truly appreciated. Thank you for the share, the support. It is truly appreciated. I'll see you on the next one. I love you. Mwah.